much know my here. Perhaps the end is drawing near. You never hear the shot that takes you down. Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine. And I dream broken dreams. I make them come true.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy C Money back with another video, and we're here with Raw reactions for last night's Halloween edition of Raw. Happy Halloween, everybody. Yesterday was Halloween. I'm sorry I didn't get to do a Halloween special. It's just I didn't really have anything in mind, but it's all good. I hope you guys had a great Halloween, because I know I did. So happy late Halloween to everybody. And yesterday was the Raw special of Halloween. Yeah, because Raw took place last night, which was Halloween. So very good episode of Raw, and we're going to get into it right now. But before that, I have to give two more shout-outs. I know, it's shout-outs left and right, but I gotta give two more shout-outs right now. So the first one I have to give to a friend of mine who I really just met last year when I first went into high school, who I just never met until high school. But this kid really, he hasn't given me any crap. Ever since I known him, I don't think he's ever given me any crap. He always watches the videos. He always just is a good friend of mine, and that's Teddy Gunther. That's a shout out to him. He's a great guy, great kid. I love him. Yeah. And then the other shout out I have to give is a friend of mine who's been by my side since day one of this channel. He's an OG on this channel. I've mentioned him before. He hasn't really been in a video though when he should be, so it's gonna happen eventually. But he really has been by my side, and I don't think has ever left my side, really. And I've shouted him out once before a time in the past, but his name is Gianni Gower. He's been by my side since day one, and he's always supported me. He's rarely given me any crap, and I love him for that. Gianni Gower, shout out to him, and shout out to Teddy as well. But now let's get into Raw. Yeah, so as I said, Halloween edition of Raw. As you know, last week Nikki Cross returns, so we have Bianca Belair fight Nikki Cross. Damage Control comes out. Bianca Belair defeats Nikki Cross, and then Damage Control attacks Bianca Belair. Then Alexa Bliss and Asuka, they're back. Yes, they come out, because remember, Damage Control injured them a few weeks ago. Now they're back. They fight off Damage Control, and then they challenge Alexa Bliss and Asuka challenge Dakota Kai and Io Sky to a women's tag team match on Raw. Yeah, so we're gonna get to that at the end. Yeah, but yeah, and then we got we're supposed to have this sit-down interview between Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley, and like they have the interview. Brock Lesnar's not there, but Bobby is, and Bobby's like, oh yeah, no wonder he's not here. All that, yeah, because he's a Bobby Lashley wannabe. He called him, yeah, and he's gonna expose him like he would have 20 years ago if he, yeah, or 10, yeah, just. So then, you hear Brock Lesnar's music, and he just comes out. Yeah, he didn't even sit down for the interview. He just goes out to the ring, and he's like, because they're in Dallas, of course. So he's like, "Hello, Texas," all that. You know, Brock. He takes off the hat, and he's like, salutes Texas, and then sorry, and then he says that people in Texas don't want to see us talk. They want to do what Texas always does, and that's fight. Yeah, so then they have a little Bobby leaves. He goes out to the ring because he's in like a suit. So he gets out of the suit and he goes out. Him and Brock brawl for a little bit. Then security comes out. Triple H comes out with the locker room and security, and they're like, "Get back!" Yeah, I love it when Triple H gets into it, man. He's like, "Get out of here!" And he's like, "Hey, if they lay another finger on each other, the match is off at Crown Jewel." Yeah, which then they separate them, and I'm like, "Yeah, no, the match is happening." Yeah, but yeah, so they separate each other. It's gonna be hell at Crown Jewel. I cannot wait. Yeah, and I think Brock should win, but again, we'll talk about that in predictions. Yeah, then Seth Rollins defeats Austin Theory, and actually a pretty good match. Austin Theory really kind of showed it to Seth Rollins. I was a little surprised, yeah. But then in the end, Seth Rollins wins, who kind of has like a new look now. Now he still has like the top of his hair is like black, and then the long hair he has going down is like brownish, yeah. like my hairish or just a little blonder, maybe yeah. But so it's not as bad as like wait here. Let me just move it a little bit. Yeah, it's not as bad as his first look. Remember his first look? Remember he had the half blonde, half black. Yeah, Seth Rollins. Yeah, but no. So but his new look's all right. Yeah, and then Roman Reigns comes out because he was scheduled to be on Raw. He comes out. They chanted "Ooh-see," and he said, "Don't worry, I'll make sure that Sami Zayn and Jey Uso they're making Jey more oozy. Don't worry." Yeah, and he said because you know Jey Uso to Roman Reigns, he's the right hand man, Jey Uso. So he's like, he's gonna make him an oozy right hand man, more oozy right hand man. Don't you worry. Yeah, but yeah, that's funny, but he's like, enough of the UC talk. Let's get into it. And they, and you know, Roman is not intimidated at all. And I think that they're gonna have something where Logan Paul is really gonna bring it to Roman. Roman's gonna be surprised, but Roman's winning, guys. All right, Roman's winning. And again, we'll talk about that in predictions. But yeah, he's like, so I'm not gonna talk about this. This guy's an outsider. Yeah, I'm gonna let the wise man do it. So he hands the microphone to Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman talks about how Logan Paul has like steel things in like his knuckles or whatever. So he knockout punch so. And just all that, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, he's being trained by Shawn Michaels, and Roman's like, he's like, nah, I don't care. I love Roman, yeah. But, so, again, so Roman not intimidated at all. And then The Miz comes out, and Roman's like, what? Bruh. Yeah. And then The Miz, because I completely forgot. And then once he mentioned it, I'm like, duh. Because remember, The Miz fought Logan Paul back at SummerSlam. I completely forgot about that, yeah. But Miz said, like, look, if there's anyone who knows anything about Logan Paul, it's me. I taught him everything about this business and stuff. And then he said how, but that knockout punch is real. He goes, ask Jay, because Logan Paul knocked out Jay, yeah, with that. So he's like, that knockout punch is real, Roman, like, and all that. So he's like, help you out, because I know all of his strengths, but I know Logan Paul's weaknesses, yeah. So Roman said, so Miz is like, but you have to help me out with he who shall not be named, Dexter Lumis, yeah. So he's like, you help me out with Dexter Lumis, and I'll show you Logan Paul's weaknesses, yeah. And Roman's like, we're trying to make a deal? Okay, yeah. But he's like, why does everyone keep saying that if he knocks me out? Like, yeah. And then he Superman punches, yeah, The Miz, knocks out The Miz, yeah. Yeah, and I'm like, good, I saw that coming. I'm like, yeah, you think Roman is going to want to make any deal with The Miz? Yeah. So then he Superman punches The Miz, and he goes, it should be said when I knock out Logan Paul, not when Logan Paul knocks me out, yeah. And he's like, he'll have no choice but to acknowledge me, and just all that, yeah. And then he's talking to the camera, he's like, this is my house, no one's knocking me out, just all that, yeah. And I agree, like, again, I do like Logan Paul, and I respect him, he's a great athlete, but at the end of the day, he is not the one, he is not the tribal chief, head of the table, needle mover, the GOAT, greatest of all time, the undisputed undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world. He's not Roman Reigns. And he will be defeated at Crown Jewel. Yeah. And you know, Miz is all like, ooh, because he like, Roman Reigns Superman punched him, so his jaws are hurt, yeah. And he was supposed to face Mustafa Ali, so he's like, and then reporters talking to him about how Johnny Gargano is going to reveal the truth about what with Dexter and him and stuff, yeah. And in like a tell-all, yeah, in like his own tell-all. And the Miz is like, oh yeah. And if they air that, I am going to sue that it's going to make Johnny Depp and Amber Heard cringe. Talking about the Amber Heard Johnny Depp case months ago, yeah, all that, yeah. That was funny, yeah. But Mustafa Ali comes in and he's like, you know, you're saying about because Miz wants to get the match canceled because he hurt his jaw, and Mustafa Ali's like, dang, I was really looking forward to beating you, especially they say because they're in Texas. He's like, everything's bigger in Texas, well, except of course talking about his balls, Mrs. Balls, yeah. And he's like, don't say it, and you go, you have tiny balls, and then he's like, fine, we're still having the match. Yeah. They have the match. Mustafa Ali wins. because Dexter Lumis is back after Miz attacked him. We haven't seen him since. He comes out, he's grabbing the Miz, and he's able to get away. Then he's grabbing the Miz from the crowd. Miz is able to get away. Then security chase off Dexter. Then Mustafa Ali. Then it's 450. 1, 2, 3. Mustafa Ali wins. Omos is talking about Braun Strowman, all that. Yeah, he's talking about Omos because they're going to fight at Crown Jewel. And he said that he has a surprise for him on Friday on SmackDown. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And then Carl Anderson defeats Damian Priest, but then Judgment Day afterwards attack the OC and AJ Styles, and Rhea Ripley's getting involved. She's like, "Come on, hit me," and they can't hit her. And then Judgment Day come from behind and they lay out the OC and AJ Styles. Yeah, laying waste to them. Build up for the 6-man tag that's happening at Crown Jewel, yeah. And then we have Matt Riddle and Otis in a trick or street fight match. Elias is by Riddle's side, and it's Halloween, yeah. It's Halloween, so you have like they're Patrick Swayze and who's from Dirty Dancing, Chip or whatever. Chad Gable comes out dressed like him, and Otis comes out dressed like Dale, apparently from Dirty Dancing, and they're doing a dance to the ring. Oh my god, it was bad, yeah. But and then Matt Riddle, he was dressed up as Ezekiel, yeah, because Elias was with him, so he was dressed up as Ezekiel, yeah. Elias' younger brother, yeah, which is funny. Matt Riddle wins. Otis did the caterpillar like he used to do. He doesn't do it anymore because he's a bad guy, yeah. But Chad Gable was like, one night only. This is the night. Do the caterpillar, yeah. Where it's like the worm, yeah. But he has his own twist to it, yeah. Then Chad Gable goes to a table. Elias puts a pumpkin on Otis's head, and then Riddle hits an RKO on him with the pumpkin on his head, yeah. Baron Corbin, and because JBL comes out and he's from Texas, so he's like, God bless Texas, all that, how about them Cowboys, yeah. But then he's making fun of the people because he's like, ever since you snowflakes came along, you're ruining Texas, blah, 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 all that. Baron Corbin comes out talking more trash, like, you spent the few bucks you had to see me, thank you, because you love me so much. Then R-Truth comes out dressed up as a cowboy and has like this horse thing, oh my god. Funny, and he's making fun of Corbin and JBL, then they take him out. Corbin hits the end of days on him. And then, yeah, here, making sure I'm not forgetting anything. Then, Johnny Gargano, here's the whole thing. Basically, Johnny says, because he heard, because, when Dexter lost his job in WWE, his life fell apart, and The Miz offered him something. And Johnny Gargano, the night that he returned, he heard, before he went out, he heard Miz and Dexter talking, saying, and Miz said, like, oh, that sleep roll you had on me last week was good, yeah. And let's do something next week or whatever, yeah. So, basically, he was saying Miz staged all of these attacks on him, and he was paying, because Dexter, he needed money, so the Miz was paying Dexter to do all this stuff, but why, and Byron Saxton was doing the interview, he was like, why? Because the Miz thinks he's a celebrity, and he wants to get all that attention, so he acts like there's a celebrity stalker after him, yeah, so, and Dexter only did it because he wanted the money, yeah, and the Miz, he wants all that, attention, so he's acting like that Dexter's like this stalker, yeah, so he paid Dexter, and they staged these attacks, yeah, and then Dexter said, and then he's like, well, then how come Miz attacked Dexter back? Because he thinks, he has no proof, but he says that Dexter was, mad because Miz wasn't maybe paying him, he stopped paying him or whatever, so Dexter wanted what Miz owed him, and then the Miz, he didn't give it to him, so that's when Miz attacked him and stuff, and all that, yeah. So now Dexter wants what he wants, yeah. And now Miz has to give it to him, yeah. So apparently, Johnny Gargano says that's the truth, yeah. That's the truth, yeah. And I honestly believe it, yeah. But we'll see what the Miz has to say about that next week. Then, Alexa Bliss and Asuka, your new women's tag team champions. Bayley and Bianca Belair were fighting. Bayley did a belly to belly off like this equipment thing through 2 tables. Dakota Kai, Io Sky, Alexa Bliss, Asuka. Great match in the end. Oh, I gotta get out of here because the battery's about to die. But Alexa Bliss and Asuka, your new women's tag team champions. What a show. And Alexa Bliss, Asuka, new women's tag team champions. What an episode of Raw. That was great. But that's it, guys. Again, hope you had a great Halloween. Leave a comment, like, subscribe for more. C-Money's out.